Wage inequality is a signature issue for the U.S. labor unions, but the latest union attempt to organize workers has failed. In recent weeks, an effort to form a union at a Volkswagen plant was narrowly voted down. This defeat has sparked a renewed conversation about how effective unions are in the new economy. Jessica Stone reports from Washington.
A Volkswagen auto plant in the southern state of Tennessee became ground zero for the American labor movement in February, and the labor movement lost.
A majority of our employees have voted against representation by the United Auto Workers.
This despite the fact that VW did not discourage the vote. Many workers believe they already earn more than Detroit auto workers, and some didn't want to join a union that had made major concessions during the auto bailouts in 2009.
I'm very happy. It's hard to hold the emotion back. My heart is just pounding with exceeding joy. We're thankful that it turned out the way it did. And now we can move forward and heal our wounds.
The union vote loss could further dent the prestige of the United Auto Workers Union, whose membership has plummeted 75% since 1979 and now stands at just under 400,000. Across the United States, just 11% of workers are unionized.
Only 1 in 15 private sector workers in America belong to a union. And I think this shows that unions need to modernize their product. Collective bargaining hasn't fundamentally changed since the 1930s.
I think it's a temporary setback. There's a tremendous interest in forming unions across the United States, but especially in the South.
Christian Sweeney works as a union organizer, targeting the southern United States with a message on the nation's widening economic inequality. He says unions can help, even in more modern service and technology jobs.
It's the part of the United States where there's the greatest economic inequality, and where there's economic inequality, workers want to solve that problem by forming unions to negotiate over wages, benefits, working conditions.
Conservative labor economist James Shirk disagrees.
A collective bargaining agreement means that all workers get covered under the same contract. That means their individual skills and abilities and contributions get ignored.
But union organizers say they have already adapted to the changing economy and are working on new ways to do so.
Construction workers go from one job to another. The model that's used in construction is a model that can be applied to other industries.
Nevertheless, Sweeney says that labor unions have found it much more difficult to organize technology workers, despite being asked to do so. Meantime, a Pew Research poll in 2013 shows that 51% of Americans support labor unions, though the percentage is much higher for those under age 30. Jessica Stone, CCTV, Washington.